Good morning, everyone. I know it's been a very long time since I've posted a video. I am glad to be back and doing this. My name is Sherry Minnie. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live in the state of Colorado, but currently I am in Lake Havasu City, Arizona, where I will be spending most of the winter. Between the holidays, several medical procedures, and packing up my studio and trying to decide what should I bring, what can't I bring, how much room do I have. That's why I haven't had a video, but I'm trying to get back on track. Now this is my first one here in my new home, so I'm not sure how it's going to go, so please be patient with me. But we're doing a card today, just kind of a generic card. I'm actually going to turn it in for me personally to a birthday card because I do need a couple of birthday cards. And for the product that we're using today, we're using a new stamp set. This is Stampin' Up's new packaging, the way things come. This is the stamps and the dies are all in together in a pack like this. And I haven't really decided yet how I'm going to store them and what I'm going to do, but we're using a new bundle called Sunshine and Tulips. There is a new mini catalog out, and if you are interested in looking at that, you can go to my website, which is sherrymini.stampinup.net. And today we're going to be using this. I'll actually pull the dies out and show you what ones we're going to be using. We're going to be using this large one with all the tulips and this label. That's really the only dies we're using. And then for the stamp, I used Sending a Garden of Love, and I'll just do a generic happy birthday on the inside. And I also used this little stamp as a decoration for the envelope in the inside. We're using one ink today. It's called Timid Tiger. It's one of the new ink colors. And for our embellishments, we're using the 2527 in color, what are they called? Flat pearls, they're called, and actually has Timid Tiger in here if I can get to it. Sorry, like I say, I'm just getting everything set up here and it's kind of crazy. So this is the color that we'll be using. And I apologize if I get out of camera. I have no idea what the lighting is going to be here. So this is really my first one and kind of a test run, I guess. So for our, in your packet, and by the way, if anybody's interested in making this card, just let me know and I will gladly put a packet together for you. We have a thick basic white card base. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at our usual 4 1/4. You will have 2 sheets of peach, well, you have 1 sheet of peach pie and 1 sheet of Timid Tiger, and as you can see, I've already cut them out with the big die. It's only part on these we're using are the actual little tulip shapes to give us this effect on the middle of our card. And then you'll have a piece of, this is Granny Apple Green, and again I cut it out just to save time, and this is the layer that's going to be on the front. And then you will have a piece of basic beige. This is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. It'll be the backing behind our layer. And then you'll have another piece of peach pie. It's about 2 by 3 or so for the greeting label. Okay, so to get started, I've kind of pre-done some of it. So what I did is I took the individual tulips, and let's see, do I have, hopefully they're inside the envelope. If not, I'm going to have, oh, they are, thank you. But I know what oops, I'm short. Oh, there we go. I got them on. I am, did not bring over my adhesive, so I'm going to get it. I think it's right behind me. I apologize for that. I'm going to have to try and remember to get all of my stuff together because there's not enough room for me to put everything like I do at home in my studio. Although I've got everything pretty much arranged and it's a nice place that I'm renting, and I'm very appreciative of that I have enough room to pretty much put everything that I brought, and I brought a lot. Okay, so here's what you can see what I did. I just took my adhesive and I put just a little bit in the center of each flower, and then I took the little flowers and I placed them, and I kind of made a pattern out of it. You could do this part however you wish to do it. It doesn't have to be anything real special. And then I started out and I was going to make them all one color, so I cut a whole bunch of the peach pie ones and then decided, oh, I don't really like all that same color, so I ended up cutting out some Timid Tiger. And that was one of the issues coming down here, is like, oh, how much paper do I use and what colors do I bring? And I pretty much brought a little bit of everything, almost. I think just a few I didn't. So then that's what you end up with, just like that. So then you're going to take your, and I have already mounted it on, I don't know, you can probably tell. I don't think the lighting's going to be too bad. I've already mounted it on a basic beige sheet. And then you're going to just take your card base, and we're going to take and put a little bit of adhesive on the back. My husband stayed with me he made it for 2 weeks, but he's just not a guy to be away from home, and he missed being home, and he's a very active 83-year-old, and there was just not enough here to keep him entertained. You can only walk so much, and I have things like my card making. He really has nothing, so he's back home, but he's doing fine and enjoying it, and he'll come back sometime in March, and we'll drive. We actually drove down, and he flew back home, and then he'll drive down, or he'll fly back down, and then we'll take the car and drive back. So it's kind of nice. I do have a car here. Lake Havasu is it's desert, but I love it, and it's warm and nice, and I can get out and walk every single day, and I'm trying really hard to get back onto my walking since I was not able to do it for so long, and so far it's gone pretty well. Okay, now we're going to take I guess I should stamp first, right? So we're going to do our stamping, and we're using our Timid Tiger ink, and I'm going to take our image for the front, and it just says sending a garden of love. My brother and sister-in-law are here, so that makes it nice. My sister-in-law loves to craft, and we did some crafting yesterday, and if we're going to go anywhere, go shopping, whatever, we go together. So it's not like I'm here alone, totally alone. Okay, now we're going to take, and I'm not putting a greeting for this particular video, but there will be a greeting, but we have these little rows of tulips, and so I'm going to put this all along the bottom. And what I should be doing, since Stampin' Up! Is now all photopolymer stamps, there will be no more red rubber. As soon as their current supply is gone, everything will now be the clear stamps. And so therefore I should have put my little piercing mat to give me a little bit of a sponge backing here. Okay, and then I'm going to also take and put just a little bit of this on the envelope. And hopefully I'm staying in camera, you all can see me. As I say, it's going to take me a little bit to get used to the new setup. Okay, now we're going to take this, and what I did, if you'll notice, not sure if it's even going to show on the camera. Let me get to my sample here. I kind of went around the edges of this, and I think it does show on the camera. And all I did, I could have used a blend, but I just took this and kind of rolled it around. It's called edging, I guess. A lot of people do this, distressing. I don't know what they call it, but you'll see a lot of people that do this. And then I think I'm done with this, so I'm going to close this pad up so I don't have a disaster. And then we will take our card front, And you will notice too on this die, these little leaves pop up. So I did kind of fold them up a little bit. Now, whether they'll stay that way, if they'll pop back up when I run through the postage machines, I have no idea. And we're going to put this on our card front with dimensionals. And I'll take my pokey tool and take those off. And I will try and get this on there straight. Okay. And then we will take our embellishments, and I only put one on only because of the postage situation. I have to mail out. This is a card I'm doing for a swap that I participate in, so I just did one to keep it flat and save on postage. And actually, guess what? That's it. It was quick and easy, not very long at all today. So I'm hoping I will be able to get back to doing one every Tuesday, or maybe even twice a week, since I have a little bit more time down here. And again, if you have any questions, this card will be posted on my blog later, which is simplylovestampin.com, and all that information will be down in the description of this video. So may God bless each and every one of you, and I hope to see you real soon. Bye-bye.